covering the Villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News Team.
An experienced swimming coach is enjoying life in the Villages. Plus, residents and their dogs like to perform throughout the community. A new era for the Villages aquatic swim team began just over a month ago when Frank Soule took over as the team's new head coach. He comes in with decades of experience and a new philosophy. Already, he is beyond impressed by the dedicated athletes that are part of the team.
We are going to work on bilateral breathing, okay? We're going to work on the one-arm stroke drill, which simply looks more, Coach, could you hold this? Nothing more like this. We're going to have our fins on, kick, 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 kick. Pull through, rotate, take that breath, back into the kick. Switch sides. What I want you to do is spend time on your least dominant side. I've been coaching for 25 years. I was coaching out in Arizona. I'm also a triathlon coach. Coached master programs out there, triathlon programs out there, and coaching is what I do. I like to say coaches like to coach, and this is what I do. Opportunity, for a better term, exposed itself to me here. I reached out to the Village program here at VAST, and next thing you know it, we were coming out for a visit to Disney World for my wife and I's 44th wedding anniversary. We stayed and spent 3 additional days up here, visit the Villages, and we immediately fell in love with the place. Didn't even know anything about it prior to that. A friend of a friend of a friend told me about it, and as they say, the rest is history. A lot of people have stories like that, so ours is no different, and it was just the perfect timing. They were in search and in need of a new head coach, I guess, at that point, and I had obviously created enough interest for them to sit down with me while I was here for those 3 days, and here we are. Easy there, Seabiscuit. I know you really want to get going. Oh, phenomenal, phenomenal. I am absolutely blown away by the level of these athletes here. I've coached master programs, and you would have 20-something, 30-somethings, 40s, and maybe into the 50s. And I realized that here the bottom notch is 55 and above. And the level of commitment, the level of, they're looking for opportunity, they're looking for growth and development, and that's what I am bringing as a kind of a different philosophy to reach those goals. We want to bring the best out of the person, out of the swimmer. I call them athletes. They're all athletes here. Everybody you see here in this water is literally, what I'd like to say is, fanatically religious about showing up every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. They're here and they will swim, and they'll let you know why they can't be here, but they were here because they want to continue to develop and grow. So we bring and incorporate all the 4 different strokes into the agenda, and every once in a while I'll throw some different fun stuff in there just to try to keep everybody off track a little bit, for a better term, you know. But what I'm absolutely enthralled with is their sense of openness to that. I've coached programs where they just, you know, it's the same old, don't change. I have this mindset. But these athletes here are just open to trying different things. And if it doesn't work, we just find a different way to present that challenge to them.
One thing Frank wants to make sure he does is honor VAST's legacy. Florida offers its residents lots of outdoor activities to enjoy, and the Friends of the Lake Griffin State Park are dedicated to sharing the beauty of the state with you in different ways. These volunteers are part of a nonprofit that is committed to raising funds for the park to operate and expand. One way they raise funds is by leading kayaking eco tours that give paddlers the opportunity to kayak into one of Lake Griffin's marshes while experiencing nature that surrounds the park. Members of this group are Florida State Park certified paddle tour guides that have gone through the training on safety, and they have demonstrated their proper paddling kayaking skills. Volunteer guide Linda Morrison says the reason why they volunteer as kayak guides is because they love to show people what they enjoy and see their faces light up. The tours are 90 minutes long, and they follow a route in the Dead River Marsh portion of Lake Griffin, where guests can see a variety of native flora and fauna. The Eco Tours are $30 per person, which includes all equipment and basic kayak instructions, with the funds going right back to Lake Griffin State Park. To sign up for a tour or to become a member of this volunteer group, visit flgsp.org, and you can learn even more about these tours and others by reading the story starting on the front page of Tuesday's Daily Sun. After this short break, pet owners and their pets show off some tricks.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Doc's Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.
The Sumter County Sheriff's Office has created a free mobile app to give our citizens quick and easy access to all critical information needed to help keep the community safe. To download the app for free, search Sumter County Sheriff's Office on Google Play or the App Store. With our app, you can submit a tip, receive alerts on criminal activity in your area, search for sex offenders, inmates, the most wanted list, and much more. Together, we can keep Sumter County a great place to live, work, and play.
This is VNN.
Village of Woodbury resident Jeannie Taggart describes the Dynamic Dog Drill Performance Team as a group of humans who just happen to dance with their partners, who are dogs. The group is seeking new members to join in the fun.
We perform all over the villages and some outside. We've done parades, we've done the VFW, and but usually we go to the rec centers and different social clubs in the villages that need having a potluck, and they need a little half hour to 45 minutes of entertainment. That's what we do. You know, they should have a little bit of obedience. They can't be like really young puppies to come in and learn. But if your dog has obedience, it's going to move with you when you move. So you teach it the routine by you knowing the routine. And there's certain things that they have to do, like sit, stay, and down. And we teach them to bow. And we teach them this little trick with the leash going around and they're channeled around. It's some fun things. We've had all sizes, and right now we have mostly small ones, but we have had some very large dogs, and they work just as well as the small ones. My dog looks forward to it. When I get out the bag to bring all the equipment, we have a noise thing, but when I bring out my bag, she gets so excited. She can't wait. She keeps going to the door like, let's go, let's go.
If you would like to join the Dynamic Dog Drill Performance Team, Jeannie invites you to come to one of their practices held at 3 p.m. Mondays at Burnside Recreation, now through May. Or if you would like to schedule this group to perform at your club function, just send Jeannie an email to the address on your screen.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, this is Christopher James with your VNN 5-day forecast. A few breezy days ahead here in the villages as we look at mostly sunny skies in the mid-80s, overnight lows in the mid-60s. Wednesday's high 84, Thursday and Friday about 83 to 84 degrees. Sunny days ahead here in Florida's friendliest hometown.
This community is filled with people that have giving hearts, and here's an event that will have many of those residents in one location. The first The Giving Club Showcase was started by Kathy Ingram and Lindsay Collier in 2019, and it was a big hit. Lindsay says they decided to now do the event twice a year, and the next one is happening on Saturday. More than 50 resident clubs will be participating from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. inside Ezell Recreation. Local nonprofits will be in one place to provide information to you, and many of these groups are looking for volunteers to join their efforts. Lindsay says there will be groups there that help people, animals, and even the environment. This is a free event that is open to the public. Up next, we're going to wrap up an annual softball tournament.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
Over the course of 3 days just last week, the Village's softball fields were filled with top-level competition. Nearly 30 teams participated in this year's The Village's Championship Softball Tournament that began on Friday and concluded with championship games Sunday at Saddlebrook Softball Complex. Each team played 2 games to determine the seeding for the double elimination bracket play on Saturday. Of the 29 total teams, 12 of those had ties to the Villages. The Geezers is mostly made up of players from the Villages Division IV League. They were competing in the tournament for the very first time in a few years. Manager Jim Geese felt like Friday was their chance to get their feet under them. In the women's 60-plus group, Sunny Beaches, 60 from St. Petersburg, defeated the Golden Players 60 from the Villages 10-9. Golden Players member Trisha Gill says both teams hit pretty well and there was some good defense too. On Saturday, another Villages team in play was the Frankie Bryn Gray. They were in the men's 70-plus bracket. They came up just short to the Florida Stingers 13-10. Frankie Bryn Gray was in the losers bracket, so they needed to win 2 games to capture the title, and each game came down to the 8th inning. Frankie Bryn Gray won the first game over the Florida Stingers 9-8 before losing the second 13-10. The Florida Stingers are the #1 ranked 70s team in the Florida Half-Century Softball Association. Frankie Bryn Gray manager Dick Canyon says his team did a heck of a job against a very good team. In the other divisions, the Walking Fossils won the men's 50s, Diamond Blade won the men's 60s, and the Vipers won the ladies' 50s. The Friday night rivalry game between the Villages High School and Wildwood Middle High School's varsity football teams had fans from both teams on the edge of the bleachers. These 2 local teams have met 17 times as of Friday, and Villages head coach Richard Pettis has been there for all of them. But this was the first time they played at the new range at the H.G. Moore Stadium. Wildwood held an 8-7 lead at halftime thanks to a 46-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Alan Means to senior Lorenza Simmons, followed by the team's successful completion of a 2-point conversion. Villages junior running back Malik Williams had a touchdown, and kicker Brady Powell added the extra point. In the third quarter, Brady hit a 31-yard field goal to earn the Villages its first lead at 10-8. Then in the fourth quarter, Malik was added again as he knocked loose a fumble on a screen pass for Wildwood, and his teammate Connor Cook scooped up the ball and scored a touchdown to take a 17-8 lead. Wildwood quickly responded with a 42-yard touchdown pass again from Means to Lorenza Simmons, with 8:50 remaining, followed by a 2-point conversion. Wildwood tried an onside kick, but the Villages was able to cover up the ball. Wildwood had one more shot, but the Villages was able to stop Alan Means on a 4th down run, and the Buffalo were able to kill the clock from there to get the 17-16 win. Malik ended the game with a new career-high 157 yards, while Lorenza Simmons for Wildwood managed more than 100 receiving yards and 2 scores. The Wildcats let an early lead and a late opportunity slip away. Wildwood senior Andre Ryan says the loss hurts, especially for the seniors. Wildwood is now 2-6 with a bye game this week, while the Villages is 3-5, and they will host Umatilla Friday in a District 10 2S matchup at the range. This was a special game for Villages junior Jonathan Harding, who played for Wildwood last year, and this year he joined the Villages to play alongside his brother and quarterback Patrick. Jonathan says Wildwood head coach Vincent Brown Sr. has been so influential in his life, and he loves all the Wildwood players. He also loves his Villages teammates, saying the brotherhood is amazing and they really wanted this one. Last Thursday, the Villages high school girls golf team earned a win over Citrus and Umatilla at Bonifay Country Club. Sophomore Katie Allen led the team, shooting a 4-over par 40, which included her birdie on the 132-yard par 3 final hole. Behind Katie was teammate Abby Byron with a 41, Dea Shakhtawa with a 44, and Avery Wu had a 47. That was a personal best for Avery. She says everybody on the team did well, and it was a good way to finish the regular season. Head coach Jimmy Marston feels they are all peaking at what seems to be a good time. The girls compete in their district tournament Tuesday morning at Citrus Hills Country Club and Golf in Hernando. Meanwhile, the Villages boys golf team had their district tournament Monday at Black Bear Country Club in Eustis, and for the second year in a row, the Buffalo boys won a district title at the District 5 2A Championships. Leading the charge was sophomore Braxton Williams with a 76, followed by Grady Logan with a 77. Freshman Landon Howell had an 84, and Peyton Flynn had an 89 as the Villages topped Eustis by 2 strokes. Peyton needed better than a triple bogey on the 18th hole. He says his head coach Wade Martin did not tell him what he needed because he did not want to put more pressure on him. Peyton says that hole is hard and it's over the water, and he was able to finish it out. The Villages now advance to the regional tournament October 30th at Dubs Dread Golf Course. Coach Martin says they finished 3rd last year at regionals, and he thinks they can finish 2nd and says they are ready to go. On Tuesday, the Villages boys bowling team was at its district tournament at Lakeside Lanes in Tavares, seeking its first District 4 title, while the Villages girls bowling team will be competing on Wednesday. You can read the sports section of your Daily Sun for complete coverage of these district tournaments. We'll be back with more news from Florida's friendliest hometown.
If you get a hearing test, you should also have what's called speech and noise testing. Most of our patients will tell you they have trouble understanding people when there's a lot of ambient noise. So if I don't test you in noise, how do I quantify your handicap? How do I pick the right technology to overcome that? So speech and noise is a big part of our test, but guess what? It takes 2 minutes. It's simple, it's effective, it's scientific. We do it. I'm happy to report that. The other thing that's huge is a cognitive health screening. We know that untreated hearing loss damages the brain. It alters structures of the brain. Well, if I put hearing devices on you and I get the signal to the brain, but the brain is changed, right, that impacts how well the treatment works. So when I screen cognition, when we screen cognition, we get this information about 3 different domains of your cognitive health. And then we test you again in 4 months, right? So I treat your hearing loss, you go through your adaptation and your rehab process. You come back in 4 months and I put you back on that device. And guess what? We're seeing improvements in memory and executive function. So not only do we listen to your problem and treat it effectively, we're also really big about outcomes and validating them.
This hurricane preparedness tip from VNN and WVLG is brought to you by The Villages Insurance.
Hi, this is WVLG Senior Forecaster Dave Toll. Our furry friends need to be cared for during a hurricane as well. What's the best approach? Create a pet survival kit and include spare litter pan for your cat, clean wipes, trash bags for waste disposal. Create a purchase pet safety kit. Be sure it contains gauze pads, adhesive tape, cotton balls or swabs, 3% hydrogen peroxide, ice pack, disposable gloves, scissors, tweezers, antibiotic ointment, syringe or turkey baster, liquid dishwashing soap for bathing, towels, flashlight, saline eye solution. Have an evacuation plan for your pets. Know your nearest pet-friendly shelters and hotels ahead of time. Do not allow your pets to drink from puddles or eat unknown foods. Keep listening for more information, including pet supplies, tips, and detailed information to keep on hand during hurricane season. Presented by the Villages Insurance, and thank you for listening to your Villages Soundtrack, WVLG.
The Village's Homeowners Advocates always aims to enhance the community lifestyle here. A new way they are doing that is by inviting residents to its inaugural Health and Wellness Expo. This free expo serves as a way for you to learn how the community health care partners and their amenities intersect with their desires to maintain healthy lifestyles. This expo will include the Village's Grown, UF Health, the Village's Hospital, Florida Blue, and more. So don't miss out on this informative and free Health and Wellness Expo from 3 to 7 p.m. November 14th at Colony Cottage Recreation. It's time now for a brief commercial break. We'll be right back.
When you visit Cody's, you're walking into a great bar with fantastic drink options, including 2-for-1 happy hour, and a very cool place to eat with great food and phenomenal service.
I love the BOGO fajitas every Wednesday, and we love coming here and feel like family.
Just like family, with loads of smiles for you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing.
Going on now at Kart World Golf Cars, the summer clearance. All new 2023 club cars and Garias must go.
Buy now and save big. Model year and discounts up to $1,250.
Whether you're in the market for a 2, 4, or 6-seater with gas, electric, or lithium power, Kart World has it.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Hurry, don't miss out. When these cars are gone, so are these prices.
It's time now to check in on Hollywood news. Here's Mark Edward Willows with this week's entertainment news update.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Edward Willows, and here is the latest in entertainment. Well, unfortunately, we start off once again on a sad note. As everybody knows, last week actress Suzanne Somers passed away at 77 years old of breast cancer. Suzanne, of course, was best known as Chrissy Snow from the 1970s hit Three's Company on ABC. She passed away of breast cancer 1 day short of her birthday. And get this, her family decided to celebrate her birthday, complete with cake and candles the next day after her passing. And her husband says she was always a fan of cake. Suzanne always used to joke whenever she went to doings, she always went because of the cake. So a very happy, heavenly birthday to Suzanne Somers. Also, Piper Laurie passed away, 3-time Oscar-winning actress, known for roles in Carrie and The Hustler. She was 91 years old. Also, Burt Young passed away at 83 years old, a very notable Hollywood actor and writer. Well, Italy seems to be the big place for vacations these days. Now the latest is actress Susan Lucci, Erica Kane from the old All My Children show. Well, anyway, she is right now in Italy on the Amalfi Coast having the fun of a lifetime. And Young and the Restless actor Doug Davidson is doing well after being diagnosed with COVID and being quite ill. The actor traveled to the Dominican Republic, and when he came back, all of a sudden he developed breathing problems, and he thanks the Los Angeles Fire Department for their great help. Actor Tom Cruise, guess what? Just like everyone else, he used to audition in the business, and back in the day, one of his first auditions was for NBC's Days of Our Lives back in the 80s, and he auditioned for the very famous role of Bo Brady, which of course went to Peter Reckell. So today, Peter is gloating, and he is saying, wow, I really have the role of a lifetime, and I won out Tom Cruise. So congratulations to Peter on that. Also, Loretta Swit, old Hot Lips hooligan from MASH, is saying that she was nothing like her character. Recently in an interview, Loretta said, I was nothing like Hot Lips, and I actually had a hard time playing that role because I was nothing like her. Finally, Kanye West is going public, and he wants everyone to know that he is not suffering from being bipolar. Kanye said, I am not bipolar. I was in an auto accident years ago, and he believes that is what is causing him to be autistic. So he said there is a difference, and I want the public to know that. And right now, that is the latest in the world of entertainment. I'm Mark Edward Willows. Everyone out there, take care, and I will see you all the next time.
Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Time now for the Village's Entertainment Beat.
I'm Natalie, here with your Entertainment Beat. The Village's Entertainment hosts several Village's resident groups at Savannah Center throughout the year. Music in Motion is currently putting the final touches on their newest show, Every Day is a Holiday. Check it out. Once again, Every Day is a Holiday with Music in Motion will be at Savannah Center November 1st and 2nd, so be sure to get your tickets now. And don't forget about our other resident shows that are coming up, like Grumpy Old Men from KC Productions this week on October 25th through the 27th, the Village's Hometown Band 10th Anniversary Concert on November 6th, and more that are coming up. You can purchase tickets for all of these performances online at thevillagesentertainment.com, at our box office locations, or even over the phone. That's your entertainment, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, Natalie. Well, the Villages, of course, is the place to be when it comes to great musical entertainment. And these are the bands ready to perform for you on Wednesday. That's all the news we have for you now. Make sure to pick up a copy of Wednesday's Daily Sun to read about local church gardens making a difference. Make sure you get out there and enjoy the Village's lifestyle.
Your Village's soundtrack is here for you throughout hurricane season and severe weather season.
Idalia, now a Category 4 hurricane.
This WVLG Hurricane Update is brought to you by Villages Insurance. Please listen carefully.
And we're also going to be joined by our forecasters, Dave Toll and Christopher James.
If you take a look at your home here in the Villages, that's getting almost 2/3 of the way up.
Rainfall in the Villages between 1 and 4 inches, and the wind speeds we expect going between 30 and 40 miles an hour during the brunt of the storm.
This Hurricane Update, we have the information you need when you need it. Stay tuned to WVLG.
If you have a hearing loss but won't wear a hearing aid, we have exciting news for you.
It's the Lyric Invisible Hearing System.
It's placed deep into your ear canal. It's completely undetectable, and the insertion process takes only minutes with no surgery, medication, or pain involved.
You wear it 24 hours a day. There's no maintenance and no batteries to change.
You can sleep, shower, and exercise with it.
In practically the time it's taken us to tell you about this hearing device, we just fit this patient.
Call right now and find out if Lyric is right for you.